What's up? This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. And sorry for the delay. We have a 45 minutes delay because I have something to do. But my show is consistent. One show at 1 p.m. UTC where you tune in, you like and subscribe to be updated on terms of the crypto news and also the NFT news. And every day I would talk about the crypto market, I would talk about the NFT market, and I'll talk about some daily news that you might have missed or something like that, and I'll talk about an NFT project. So in terms of the crypto market, doing very well. Ethereum is now finally at $3,446, and if you look at the global market cap, there was a slight increase as well with a 2.16 trillion. And I've noticed that when I was updating my charts, because usually at the end of my show, what I'll do is I'll have some photos of the too long did not watch, or in case you miss it, right? I found out that more money is in DeFi right now, and there's more money in stable coins, right? So what I can assume is that probably yesterday or in one day, institution came in, jacked up the Bitcoin price. As you can see here, there's a huge jump. Then what they did is they converted some of them into stable coins, and they also used some of them to stake it in DeFi. So there is a apparent increase in DeFi compared to yesterday. So this is something that you might want to check out, right? Because if money is being out of DeFi rather than active trading, would this affect the price in general? But in general, things look bullish. And usually when Ethereum rallies, right, it's a sad day for NFTs, because if you look at the NFT market, besides Bored Ape Yacht Club and Azuki, the market seems quite red, right? Only several exceptions that are doing quite well. But I was looking at this NFT overview. What I found out is that Supernormal by Zipcy has an 18.42% increase, right? So Supernormal is a project from Korea. It is a project I talked about last week because there was a sudden floor price movement as well. And if you look at the Supernormal Zipcy, right, what happened is that there is someone sweeping the floor in just 3 hours, right? So the reason why you're tuning in the live show, the reason why I'm doing this live is that I can show you what is happening, right? When people sweep the floor, as you can see, someone is buying it, sweeping the floor, it would definitely jack up the floor price, which is 18.42%, right? But why is people jacking up the floor price? It seems like just 7 hours ago, Supernormal has a collaboration with Black Paris, right? So for those of you who do not know, Black Paris is a fashion brand, and they're doing some whitelist giveaway, right? But what they're saying is that this partnership is more than a simple whitelist collaboration. Details to follow. So people are speculating that something big is gonna come, right? So that's why definitely. And also what I found out is that they recently announced like a new membership, like a new team member, so who would be joining the founders team, right? So basically a new member called Victoria is joining the team, who has been an operations manager for international project. So could that also be a reason why people are bullish on the project, because more people are working on it? Could be. And when you scroll down, you'll notice that some other projects like this one, Party Degenerates, have a 37.71% increase, right? So if you look at Party Degenerate, it is a DJ related NFT project. It is an NFT that gives you exclusive access to the world's best DJ, digital art, and events in exotic worldwide destinations, right? So what I found out is that they're actually having the in real life event, right? So this is the upcoming in real life event. For those of you who do not know, Seedphrase is actually someone who's quite famous in the crypto world and also NFT world. So he's gonna be DJing in this both party. But at the same time, you have a VIP brunch with Tieso, right? So another big DJ who's gonna be in part of this event, right? And also when you scroll down, you'll find out that actually Seedphrase is actually doing a floor sweep for the project as well. So with all of these reasons, this could add up to the 37.71 percentage increase, right? And then if you scroll down, you'll find that OmniForce has a 20.22 percentage increase in the floor price. And this could be because that their frames have a confirmed date, March the 31st. They're gonna have like another NFT drop where their OmniForce could have like a new armor or something like that, right? And also from what I've seen, the new leadership team is working very hard behind the scene, and that's why people could be bullish, and this could be a reason why. So that's it for the NFT floor price update. Let us go to the crypto news. So if we look at the crypto news, crypto fear and greed index hits greed for the first time in 4 grueling months. So basically, crypto fear and greed index is an index that looks at the social media sentiment, it looks at the market sentiment, and then it comes up with something like a fear or greed, right? So if people are fear, it means that the market is tumbling down, people are not buying, people are afraid to buy cryptocurrency. But if the greed index is showing, it means that people are bullish, so hence the title, it's the crypto bull market back, right? So a few days ago, I told you that, hey, institution is coming in, and there has been report from, if I remember correctly, BlackRock, saying that institution money is pouring in, and that's why you see these significant increases, right? But would this sustain? What will happen afterwards? We still have to see, right? Is this gonna? I definitely think that there would be a time where there would be a retracement. So don't chase pumps as always, but it shows that the market has finally turned bullish for once after 4 months, right? So if you look at this, right, this is similar to what I said, right? The crypto economy has surged in value during the last day, jumping 5.4% in value to 2.26 trillion, right? The price of Bitcoin has reached a high of 48,000 roughly at 3 p.m. ET Eastern Time on Monday afternoon, and then Ethereum has reached a high of 3,431, roughly around the same time frame as the high, right? And also for the first time since November the 16th, 2021, and the week that preceded that date, the crypto fear and greed index has once again reached the greed position, right? On a daily basis, the index analyzes the emotions and sentiments from different sources and crunch them into one simple number. So it shows that, hey, actually people are excited, and there is a chance that we might resume a bull market, but we still do not know. Back then compared to now, what has changed is that, well, the good thing is some cities are opening up. They're saying that, hey, we're opening up even though we have COVID, it's gonna be the new normal. But at the same time, we have to be concerned that there is still a war that is happening, right? And that war will definitely affect the supply chain, right? And affect the logistics of certain goods and services, and also the geopolitical climate will affect the market in a very in a very quick period of time, right? If something happens, if something goes out of hand, this could dump as quickly as it goes up. So as always, if you have a chance to take some have profit in this pump, congratulations. Remember to take profit. Remember to set your stop loss tight, because as fast as the market goes up, as fast as the market could go down. So that's it for the crypto news for today. Another crypto news is, I think it's related to regulation or recommendation, but I think it's kind of bullish for the market in general as well. US Congress agency recommends 4 key policy options for blockchain, right? So GAO is basically the government or something organization that they help policymakers, including Congress, federal agencies, state and local governments observe seamless blockchain implementation. So basically what this article is saying is that the US Government Accountability Office laid out 4 policy options to help policymakers implement blockchain technologies while enhancing benefits and mitigating challenges, right? So what they're saying is that they created a roadmap for people who are interested in using blockchain technology from the governmental level, and also it serves as a, hey, do you really need blockchain use case? So for example, do you need a distributed historical data store, right? If not, then basically you could go for email or spreadsheet, right? If yes, then you have to ask you, will more than one organization contribute data? If no, you could use a database. If not, maybe you could choose to use the blockchain, right? Is it acceptable that the entries cannot be changed or deleted? So is it immutable, right? If it's immutable, if you can't change anything, and if it's not acceptable, you definitely won't use the blockchain, but you'll use the database, right? Can all data be shared among all users for all time? Because the blockchain is a transparent blockchain. It is, everyone knows everything. Everything is recorded on the chain. So if your data has some sensitive information, you probably would use an encrypted database rather than just a blockchain. And then is there contention over the control or the data store? So whether it means that, hey, do you need control over your data? If that data does not need to be controlled, then it could maybe use the blockchain. If not, it better if you use a managed database, right? And do you want a tamper-proof log of all rights to the data store, right? So if you don't need an audit trail, then maybe a blockchain is not necessary. An audit trail basically means a trail of the movements of the data, right? But if all of these boxes are ticked, then maybe you can have a useful blockchain use case, right? So this is kind of a way of how policymakers could now use is a stream of thought, or is a line of thinking on how to fully utilize the blockchain technology. And I think this is a great idea because it shows that actually the US government is really considering trying to use blockchain technology for public good, right? It's trying to use blockchain technology for infrastructures, right? Rather than just using blockchain technologies to trade NFTs and stuff like that. NFTs is good, but if you want mass adoption, if you want people to use this blockchain distributed, storage data, then definitely you want, more use case in the public sector, right? Because what blockchain has changed is that in the past you have databases in different places, but now rather than these databases being run by different servers, it is now being run by distributed technology, so everyone can run the node to maintain that blockchain. So basically, if you're using blockchain technology, you're basically using distributed storage, right? Distributed resources from different type of computers, right? So definitely I think this is really bullish for the use case of blockchain, because if you have a use case for blockchain, this would definitely go up, right? Because of the utility. But if a blockchain is not being used, no one is using it, then why would the token go up? It's all speculation. So definitely all of these news, you always have to be updated on a daily basis if you really want to maybe make money with blockchain, or maybe understand what the technology could do for you, right? So moving on to some NFT news, right? So World of Women Galaxy Ethereum NFT drop generates 79 million in a day. So for those of you who do not know, World of Women is an NFT collection where they talk about women empowerment, and then they recently decided to drop another collection so that more people can get into the community, which is called World of Women Galaxy, right? So what happened is that they dropped a new Galaxy NFT collection with 22,222 profile pictures, right? So the primary mint and secondary trading yielded 79 million in sales within the first day. So basically, it shows that if you have a successful NFT project, if you have a strong community, if you have a very good IP, if you can actually utilize that IP to drop another NFT collection, so that actually more people can participate, but also raise money to make the project go forward, right? And the good thing is that this is not just the minting price, but this is also because of the secondary sales, right? So we look at this, right? And then if we search for World of Women, so it's not showing here, so why don't we search for it? So this is World of Women, right? Their current NFT collection, the primary NFT collection, is trading at an 8.99 floor price, right? So let's see if we can find the Galaxy, right? World of Women Galaxy collection. Actually, let's look at here. Galaxy, look at OpenSea. So their primary collection is trading at 8 point something Ethereum. Their secondary collection is trading at 1.4. So basically, it means that by issuing another collection, you can make your NFT collection or your community more easily accessible to other people, even if the price is high. And also, it can also help the project raise more funds to pursue other different things. So this is the World of Women Galaxy collection, and so feel free to check it out if women empowerment is definitely something that you are into and you want to join a community for that. So moving on to another next NFT news, I want to talk about South Korea, right? I've been talking about China, so I want to talk about South Korea and also Asian country, right? So this article says that why NFT adoption is so high in South Korea. So the Far Eastern nation may again soon be the forefront of the blockchain industry, as its people are adopting NFT use at a tremendous rate, right? So for those of you who do not know, Korea is actually a pioneer in terms of being a trendsetter, as this says, being a trendsetter, right? Because K-pop actually came from Korea, believe it or not, right? And they were able to export the culture, export the K-pop to the global audience. So I think if they are adopting NFTs, I think this is definitely very bullish for the global community as well, right? So as of 2022, South Korea has been among the top 10 countries in the world in the Global Innovation Index by the World Intellectual Property Organization. That level of innovation is made apparent to global retail consumers by tech giants such as Samsung, LG, and to gamers through game maker Crackton. So for those of you who remember, Crackton is a game studio that I talked about a while back, where they decided to partner with the Solana blockchain to develop games in the Solana blockchain, right? So many of these companies like them are also delving into NFT space by dropping new collections to customers and launching divisions of the companies dedicated to developing NFTs, right? So this basically shows that, hey, if you are a company, if you are looking at getting into NFT, maybe you have to, dedicate a division to go, mint NFTs, or, do NFT research to see how you can engage with your customers, right? So there may be several reasons for the eagerness to expose retail customers and the general public at large NFTs that goes beyond by, being just a fancy price for a purchase, right? So this is the idea presented by strategy lead at the Korean-based Clay Chicken NFT project. So Alex Lim, he told Telegram that NFTs are all the rage, but a lot of people don't even understand why. So the NFT hype in South Korea stems from a mixture of sentiments. I believe in the second half of the year, the time will come when the whole South Korean NFT industry takes a quantum leap. And for those of you who do not know, the crypto tax has been delayed until 2023 in South Korea. But President-elect Yoon Seong-yeon may push to delay the tax of that yet for another year to 2024. So basically what happened is that the president-elect in South Korea, right, is actually very into cryptocurrency. He has a pro-cryptocurrency agenda, right? So that could be a reason why Korean companies are now adopting NFTs and also using it to engage with the customers, and at the same time you have gaming giants to get into the NFT industry and also blockchain, right? So while campaigning, President-elect Yoon issued an NFT collection which followers could mint in order to feel a sense of belonging to his cause. So this is really interesting because it brings NFT to a certain extent into politics, but it shows that, hey, this president-elect is really into NFTs and cryptocurrency, and he's really embracing crypto technology, right? So definitely this could all come together to make NFT popular in South Korea. Okay, so if you are interested into NFT, definitely look at some projects coming from South Korea as well. I'm actually really looking forward to maybe K-pop projects, right? We've seen a lot of anime projects like Kiwami, right? From maybe Japan. So maybe in South Korea, something up could come up as well, right? So so that's it for NFT news today. And I want to talk about the metaverse news, right? So I think this is pretty cool. So basically what happened is that Nike enlists kids to build Airtopia and Roblox, right? So this is a metaverse news. So what happened is that the Nike Air Max brand has turned 34 years old, right? So to mark that moment, the sportswear brand has enlisted a bunch of kids, as you can see, to build its online presence in the online gaming platform Roblox, right? So I think this is an interesting news article because it shows that brands are engaging with the consumers, even kids, and asking them to help build in the Roblox game. And definitely kids can build that because a lot of kids can build on Minecraft, right? But I would be curious if this is actually child labor, or do they pay these kids? Do they pay them in order to build? If they do pay them, wouldn't this kind of fall into the line with child labor? And is that allowed? But I'm not sure. But I think this is a great way to engage with your audience. Not only because the reason why McDonald's have kids meal is that if they want to engage you early and get you hooked to the McDonald's meal, right? So that's why I think if you want to get your customers start young, Nike is doing a great job getting kids to help build the metaverse experience. So basically this is a campaign magic is in the air campaign. So a spaceship has crash landed into the metaverse, letting loose a bunch of aliens. So to progress, users have to open the portal that floats about Nike in Roblox, right? So everything is seen through kid vision, and it encourages youngsters to embrace the creativity and imagination through the Nike lens. It takes the playful nature of youth, the heritage of an iconic sportswear brand, and innovation of the metaverse to create a connection between young people and products. So guys, the metaverse and the promotion in the metaverse, they're all happening. It's not in the distant future. Engaging kids, building in the metaverse, this is all happening, right? So this specific campaign is targeted to kids. Tapping the statistic that Gen A spends more time in the metaverse than any generation before them. So if you want to learn about the metaverse, ask your kid, right? So and also by working with them, right, they are able to get their Roblox avatar, right? So getting their own Roblox avatar was apparently a dream come true for the trio, which are some kids that were helping Nike build the experience, right? As well as meeting each other and working collaboratively together. Stepping inside the colorful world of Airtopia, the connection and imagination the kids collectively brought is obvious and slightly infectious. So I think this is great. You're using AR technology like AR lenses, you're using digital media, you're using gaming to engage your audience. So this is next generation marketing, okay? Talking about next generation marketing, talking about education. A few days ago, I talked about, it was yesterday, I talked about how China is forming an alliance for the metaverse, right? Big tech companies are forming an alliance for the metaverse. I came across this news, pretty interesting. Communist Party schools in China taps metaverse concept to train cadres, right? So the Chinese Academy of Governance has deployed the country's first metaverse-empowered party building system. So basically, the Communist Party is trying to use the metaverse to create experiences for kids to join, to try to understand what the Communist Party is about, to try to have a sense of, being what it means to be Chinese and what is nationalism, right? So I think this is an interesting way to see how the Chinese government is embracing the metaverse. So the Chinese Communist Party top cadre training school has adopted a metaverse system that offers a more effective party building experience, tapping into the popular concept that some people consider to be the next iteration of the internet, right? So this is a key training school for government officials and has deployed the country's first metaverse-empowered party building system that supports party building work in a flexible and powerful way, according to an article posted on Tencent Holdings WeChat by Beijing-based virtual reality firm Menker VR, which is one of the technology providers of the system, right? So the users can access virtual activities, including party conferences and party history lessons. Participants appear as three-dimensional digital avatar where they can examine historic relics and assemble installation all in 3D, the company wrote. So I think, as I said a few days ago, the metaverse is a great way to provide education, to educate people, to have a more experiential learning experience. And this really shows this, right? You can see that companies in China is building these experiences in order to train people about their nationalism and what it is to be a Chinese, right? So not going anything political, I think it is fair for China to do this. In the US, you also train what it is to be a patriot, right? So it's the same thing, right? I don't think we should be aware by the word of the word communist. I think the Communist Party is actually, to be honest, what their approach is towards the metaverse in the two sections, right? It's actually showing that they are very open to technology, right? And they are actually very open to how technology could be used for education, for a public good, rather than a speculative purposes, right? Because there's so many population in China, so if everyone is just speculating for crypto with metaverse, things could go wrong, right? But if you use technology for good, right, even though if it's somewhat involved by the government, things could go for good, right? You could train about how does it mean to be a patriot. You could learn about your country's history. So this is my thought towards this. So moving on, I want to talk about an NFT project which is called Moonbird. So this is a different type of NFT project that you will see, right? So Moonbird is a 10,000 NFT profile picture project that is coming in April the 16th, right? So for those of you who do not know, it's actually part of the Proof XYZ profile picture, right? So Proof XYZ is actually a collective, right? If you go to the website, right? Proof XYZ is actually a membership system where you have to own the NFT, and then you could actually get different type of assets, right? You could get access to artists and things like that. And so what it's this, it's basically like there's a 1,000 dedicated NFTs, right? So by owning this Proof Collective NFT, you have special access, right? To join, one must hold the Proof Collective NFT. Membership includes access to the private Discord, early access to the podcast, in-person event, and other collaboration created exclusively for Proof Collective members, right? If you go to OpenSea right now, right? They have 1,000 items. They have a floor price of 52.25 Ethereum. And if you look at activity, there is real trading activity, right? Just 2 days ago, people are buying this NFT. So it shows that this is not like a fake collection, a fake fabricated floor price. It is some membership that some people really want access with. And they're gonna have different type of collaborations, only exclusive for the pass holder community, right? And then they have different type of artists, and then you could actually get the different passes, and then you have artist collaboration, and then actually they have 1,000 membership NFTs. These members actually own more than 200,000 NFTs, and then these are actually CryptoPunk holders, Bored Ape holders, Meebit holders, Art Block holders, super rare 1 out of 1 NFTs, and metaverse holders, right? So if you can see, it shows that actually the quality of the community is quite strong, right? So if you want to join an NFT project, the quality of the community is very strong. So this is a collective and art project, right? But what I want to share is that they're actually coming up with the first official profile picture project called Moonbirds, right? Right now, they don't have any website, so it's still early. Their mint is in April the 16th. But basically, what happened is that if you this is the project. The mint date is April the 16th. They'll be using a Dutch auction mechanics from 2.5 ETH to 0.1 ETH over 6 hours. So if you have a Moonbird, right, you'll have access token to the approved Discord Moonbirds channel, right? So this is a separate channel from this one, I think, but it also gives you access to that community, right? So basically, this Calvin Rose is the founder of this project. He has 1.6 million followers, right? He's a partner at True Ventures, and also runs different podcasts, right? And also is involved in different DAO. So for him, right, what he said, the inspiration behind this project is, Bored Ape Yacht Club has been such a powerful phenomenon and inspiration. The ongoing evolution and profile picture rewards are brilliant. That said, we're designing Moonbird differently, right? We want to provide the lion's share of rewards rated towards the long-term holders. So you see a future where utility and benefit unlock with your diamond hands rings. For example, if you held a Bored Ape since day one, you should have been rewarded with more ape, not the same as someone who just purchased it the night before. So with the launch of Moonbirds XYZ, we will provide a nesting mechanism. So basically is simple. The longer you nest, the higher status you accrue, and this will roll into everything we build into the future. 2 benefits that extends into everything Proof XYZ creates, right? So basically, this is actually a project where you do not flip immediately, but you HODL until a long term, and in order to have different tiers, right? And with different tiers, you have different special assets that Proof Collective can provide to you. And also, if you can see, this actually has a very strong community. So I think if you are looking at the floor price, right, because this project has such a community, and because they have been, to be honest, I don't really know what they have been delivering, but I do see that they have some collaborations and also podcasts, because I'm not in this community, right? But I can say that this community does have a very strong community in order to have such a high floor price. So I think with this holding mechanism, definitely, first of all, the project is well known within the space. It is, part of the Proof Collective, which has, expanded and, grew quite a bit. So I think minting this NFT is definitely a long-term HODL. I think this would definitely be a project that a lot of people want to get in, because they want to be part of a community that's quite strong at this. And also with this mechanism, maybe a lot of these would be staked or maybe just held, right? So it means that people might not want to sell this, might not flip this, so that the supply would be lower than the demand, which would in result make the floor price even go up higher, right? And also it really depends on what utility it has, down the line. So I think this is a project, if you can get in, it is a good project. So if I remember correctly, right, proof holders actually have a whitelist to this, but the remaining 8,000 would be distributed by this Dutch auction, right? So definitely, if you're interested in this project, check this out. This is called the Moonbird project. 8,000 would be between Dutch auctions, right? So if you have a proof pass, you get 2 Moonbird mints. Okay, so basically 1,000 moon pass, they will get 2,000 mint, so 8,000 for public, right? So if you want whitelist to this, you'll have to buy this 52 floor ETH NFT. But if not, you can try the public sale at the Dutch auction on April the 16th. So you're still early. They're still gonna build a website. Once they build the website, we'll have a better idea of how the holding mechanism works. But I think this is definitely an interesting project that you can check out. So that's it for my show today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Definitely like and subscribe, share this to your friend if you have value. I would usually post a too long did not watch in case you missed it post. So if you see that, please help me retweet it so more people can watch this. More people can also just look at that post and be updated with what is happening in the market. So this is your host Non-Fungible TC signing out.